It's been a year since we left Aarhus and moved to Vienna, and I have to admit, I've missed it more than I realized. So when my husband had a business trip to Aarhus, I didn't hesitate to tag along. There's something bittersweet about walking through a city that once felt like home. Every corner seemed to hold a memory, from quiet mornings at my favorite cafés to chilly walks by the harbor. It reminded me of all the little things I loved about living here, and honestly, it made me a bit sad to think about how much I've missed it. But mostly it was just really nice to be back and revisit some of my favorite places. One afternoon, I wandered down the harbor. It was quiet, just the sound of the water and the crisp winter air. It reminded me of how peaceful the city can be, so different from the buzz of Vienna. And after that, of course, I went back for a coffee to warm up again. Aarhus is actually where I fell in love with coffee. Before Denmark, I didn't even like coffee that much, but the quality here is on another level. The only problem? My caffeine tolerance is embarrassing. One espresso shot and I'm jittery for hours. Still, I couldn't resist treating myself to a few of my favorite cafes. And of course, we went back to our favorite sushi place. It's one of those all-you-can-eat spots, but the sushi is actually amazing. I also did a bit of shopping, because of course I did. We stopped by a bookstore and I found a series with cover illustrations by Rovina Kai. I hope I'm pronouncing this name correctly. She's one of my favorite artists. Her pencil drawings are absolutely stunning, and seeing her art on those covers was such an inspiration. Most of my time, though, was spent exactly how I wanted, sitting in my favorite cafes with a book in one hand and a cup of coffee in another. I might have overdone it on the caffeine, but honestly, it was worth it. There's something about the cozy atmosphere of Danish cafes, with their warm lighting and the hum of quiet conversation, that makes everything feel so calm and grounded. On the last day of our trip, we took the train to Copenhagen since our flight back to Vienna was in the evening. It was such a cold day, like really, really cold. We bundled up in our warmest clothes and headed to the harbor. That's where we hopped on the boat bus. I'm not sure if that's what it's actually called, but you know what I mean. If you ever go to Copenhagen, you have to check out Lille Bakery. It's this little spot tucked away, and they make the best buns and pastries I've ever had in my life. I'm not exaggerating, it was pure magic. After Copenhagen, we headed back home to Vienna for a few days to repack before taking the train to Germany for the holidays. Honestly, there's not a lot to say about this part of the trip, but in the best way possible. I caught up with friends, we had some lovely family dinners, and mostly we just enjoyed the time off. It was all about getting cozy, rewatching all the Harry Potter movies, playing board games, and finding a bit of peace before it was time to head back to Vienna. Sometimes it's the quiet, simple moments that feel the most special. And that's it for this little journey. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me, revisiting old places, discovering new ones. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope my videos bring you a bit of inspiration or a little bit of calm in your day. Take care, keep creating, and see you in the next video. Bye!